Yes, I understand, Mrs. Perez. If I may, I took my notes directly from my editorial director. He loved the story so much. He actually wants to feature you on the Latinas on the Move section if you only,
This feels like a scam.
I could see how that can come across that way.
I know exactly what this is. Pay to play.
Pay to play? I mean...
I would have never participated if I knew this was pay to play.
Well...
You've wasted enough of my time.
I'm sorry I wasted your time. That really was not my intention. I really do think you have a powerful story. I don't know if I told you this on our last call, but my mom actually...
Nailed that one. Siggy?
Please.
Let's go. Yes.
I drink my coffee, milk, 2 sugars. You drink spice latte. Make it a sunny day back near the city. Late as young and restless.
Babe.
Hey.
So glad you could break away for lunch. It's so risky for me to take a sick day, but I do just about anything to get away from that new hire, Sochi. I've got her so far up my ass. I officially need an intern enema.
Have some water, I'm sure you're thirsty.
Thank you. Okay. Seriously, though, she's constantly over my shoulder. If she's not trying to scald me with her matcha bullshit or like school me on her homemade kombucha, she's doing all this power play shit with Beth. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, lucky you. Listen, I want to talk to you about something. I'm a little worried about La Provocadora.
Sounds good. We figured it out last night.
Yeah, well, about that, Elena's such a softie, and when it comes to Paloma, she's just started with the project, so she doesn't want to step on anybody's toes, and I couldn't really speak my mind last night. I felt a little outnumbered. But then there's you. The distractionator, procrastinator.
It's our menu. You pick.
The other girls may not want to say this, but I think you should just step down and focus on your job.
That's a complete waste. I have no shame. I'm gonna take that back if you don't light it.
Dude, I can't do this anymore.
It's only been 4 weeks, bro. Chill.
I went to Princeton.
You went to Princeton? The Princeton?
I mean, what am I doing with my life? I would have never took this scam-ass job if I would have known that I would essentially be a telemarketer. And it doesn't even help that Diego is such a fucking bosshole.
That he is. But you know what? He's a smart bosshole. There are no jobs, remember, 0. I mean, we take just about anything that seemed legit. We're the idiots that took this job. Joke's on us.
Oh, well, that's a joke that's definitely not funny to me.
It's actually pretty genius. I mean, he stuffed as many of us as he could in that freezer of an office, and then he turned us all against one another. Hunger Games style.
Fucking douche.
He knows we'll catch on to his game by week 2. So he just makes work miserable. What is up with that bullshit whiteboard? I mean, we're not a fucking game show.
All right, I need you to chill, okay? I had this figured out since day 1. I actually learned about this method from someone who works sales at Groupon. He's literally set us up by making us think that we could get a higher commission if we actually get those suckers to share their vendors list with us.
Duh.
I mean, I know it's obvious, but listen, while we're all fighting to bring in more ad dollars and more vendor lists, he's setting us up to fail. Because if we're making our weekly goal, that only bumps up our ad revenue monthly goal. Get it?
No.
I mean, we're basically fired, forced to quit, or laid off, or what have you not, before we even get started. There's no winning his game. We're all fighting to bring in more ad dollars, but there's no ceiling, homie. It's not sustainable. We're not always gonna be able to meet last month's goal.
Damn.
It's actually brilliant when you think about it. Why do you think everybody quits before they get fired? He's mind-fucking them and blowing smoke out of his ass. You can't collect unemployment if you quit, and he doesn't even have to start your health insurance. He's a millennial Jedi mindfucker.
Are you batshit crazy? This is my project.
Yes, but it's not going to work, and you know that. It's not working.
We have some amazing specials today, if you're interested.
We're not interested.
Do we look interested?
I just wish we made a little bit more so we could leverage our salary when applying at other places.
35K is nothing.
35K?
Yeah, 35K. Carrie Fisher coming in hot.
Can I help you?
Why does Matt make more money than I do?
Remind me again, what's your name?
Elena. Elena de Orozco.
That's quite the entrance, Miss Orozco. I mean, this must be very pressing considering you coming in here on mouth ablaze. But since you asked, one, Matt has more experience than you. He worked at a publishing house before this. And two, well, you were just dipping your toes into this biz, isn't that right?
We have the same job title, we have the same responsibilities in our job description. Like, help me understand? And how do you know what Matt I'm talking about? There's like 5 Matts here.
I took a big risk in hiring you, Elena. In fact, aren't you that chick firecracker we brought in from some Ivy League school?
Princeton.
That's right. And yet you have 0 experience in journalism or publishing.
Regardless.
Regardless. Experience plus time equals money. So put that into your little experience bag and stop wasting my time before this goes beyond something that you can actually handle. If you do not mind, I have a meeting. You have to earn your job description, Miss Orozco.
Job these.